Don't. Mine's cold. Don't start. You're talking about my age, Mr. I gotta go first. This is called a noodle job. No.
Stop being so old. That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I did the sign donations.
Wait, why are there more than people in here?
Just watch it in case.
Yeah. Good answer. Thank you very much. Shall I open this? I could. Oh, we'll put it in the yes.
Definitely did not use it, what is it, a weight bin or an ice bucket. No, definitely classier than that. This was from IKEA, I'll have you.
Cat, by the way, these are great. No, yeah, it's a little wet. Be careful. I tell you what, I'll get it dry. Because it is wet and wet first it falls as well. So you need this dry.
Oh, is it?
Oh, no, it stays up. Okay, you get the string or nothing. Here we go. There we go. All right. Don't.
Stop gift wrapping the first.
I'm not gift wrapping, I'm gift wrapping.
Okay,
All
drop
right.
Thank you.
There we go. Your answer is
I think we're great. Thank you. It's much appreciated.
yes.
Especially if there's a push and shove.
There's definitely a drop down on purpose. Oh, good. Well, the man is driving. Would you want a respectable lawyer who is charged by not holding his practice what I know of not holding it on his body?
Also, you relate to the danger of having an automobile accident.
Well, I don't know about an automobile, but you certainly had an auto.
Shut up! That was cheap. That was very cheap.
I'm age what do you expect?
What?
Actually, he's got.
We got 8 bad shots. Yeah. February wasn't right. We got the bad shots.
They were a
They liked it.
Yes, they were exactly like in the sense that they quite a small way that gave those borders on googly eyes and
Shove that in your mouth.
Oh, no, not on you.
Wait, no, the last time you said this was
No, sorry. I
hot.
put the screen on you. And you got the purple accent. Sorry.
We are told that everyone here is an adult, I would assume.
Sorry.
Then again, they might be able to play outside.
So you were talking about the littlest bad shots.
The littlest badger's who, if you cut Boozy 4 parts and stuck googly eyes on each part, it would be good, Boozy Badger, as he is today. I think that I described them in the following manner. The first one is a bacon monster.
Yes.
That this little badger, the littlest of badgers, inhaled bacon, pretty much like, taxidermy. Yeah, exactly. And he didn't even make a sound. He just pointed. Yes. He's just like, he points at the bacon and he tilts his head. It's just like, you.
But he said one word. Kitty. This is now Kitty.
No, we are not starting with the kitty.
Kitty.
He's not even here.
Kitty. Because he's not here, I have to take his place. Kitty.
No.
Kitty.
No.
Kitty. I'll give you sake.
I'll put you in jail.
I'll give you sake. Kitty.
Maybe slide up from the bottom.
Can we make a deal for feline instead?
Maybe.
Okay. So that's bad number one.
Give me a hand. I'm old. Give me a hand up here.
Oh, that's all.
Actually, God damn it. Don't get old. You won't like it.
Yes, what is it? Anyhow, speaking of things that are not old, his second badge part This second,
Badge ought two.
badge number 2, who was an absolute gem. She is, I believe she is pretty much on the cusp of learning how to be, a completely edgy, like, oh yes, I'm cooler than all of you, sort of child, and the sweetest little doll that you could come across. She's at that exact middle point between those two. And the only way that I can describe it is, if you'll forgive my language, because I usually have dignity, which at this convention I don't. But the only way you can describe that in one sentence, or rather one quote, is, she says the most adorable fuck you. She will literally look at you. You'll be at the breakfast table minding your own business, just eating away at your bacon or your pancakes or your fruit salads or whatnot, drinking your coffee, and she will just look at you and she'll give you this half-awake smile, the type that children have on Christmas morning when they're, finally down from the sugar high they have from opening their presents. And she'll give you that look and she'll say, fuck you. And it's adorable and you'll accept it. Because she is adorable. That is badge number 2. Now, badge number 3. This one is on the other end of that spectrum between adorableness and complete death in the 8th circle of hell. This one exists in said circle of hell, but not by the doing of anyone else, nor himself. It is by the doing of a game that he has invested himself in heaven. One that, well, a lot of youngsters here might resonate with. Any of you here heard of the game Pokemon Go? Yes, that one, remember?
That's
What? Oh, yeah, remember this guy? Yeah, the address over here, where was it?
Oh, that was in Melbourne.
That was in Melbourne,
for 5 years now.
Yeah, there's like a schmuck living there now. You can send him all of your Uncle Kage eat rule 34.
Actually, there is a schmuck living there.
Yeah, that's why you send him all your rule 34.
Poor old Marilyn who lives upstairs. She keeps sending emails. Oh, I wish you lived here. The person who moved in is a schmuck. She does. That's exactly what she says.
It's pretty much true.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. Number 3. So, this young badger is invested very heavily in that game, as you call it. I call it mindless programming, because it has you looking down at your screen the whole time, and you're looking, and you're just, tap, tap, tap. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, well, I was trying to catch this Pidgey that appeared on my screen.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, this Pidgey. You see this Pidgey right here on this phone? Oh, look, there's another one. I'm going to go this way.
What is it with the goddamn kids these days?
That is exactly what happened with this badger, because literally every 2 seconds he would be whipping out his phone and running around as if he were possessed by some demon that apparently had the name Pidgey, so that's like the cutest, winged demon that I've ever heard of. But essentially he had grown so profoundly annoyed with these Pidgeys, these little animated creature pixels, whatever you want to call them, that he made it his lifelong mission that by the end of the convention, he would destroy all Pidgeys. I don't know why. He just had this killing intent that was unparalleled by any beast, even me on a good day. So I most definitely can respect a little badger like that, because this man, or rather this little badger, well, he ain't afraid to lay down the law where he sees it, and he takes that from his dad very well. And the fourth one, is what the youngsters, I would assume the youngsters would call a savage.
Savage.
Yes, a savage. That's so savage that this badger, the oldest of the bunch, refuses to eat their pancakes with a knife. Just complete.
Kids today!
Kids with their no knifing manners and, just trying to force it all down their throats all at once. And every single time, badge art, or not badge art, what was it? Quotation marks.
Yes,
some other. Yes,
QM.
Yes, QM or Boozy looked at her and started with, sweetie, you should really use, she just stopped and said, no.
Yeah, I just say it right.
No. I refuse to use the knife. I shall devour this with just my fork and my trusty fork alone.
I love these kids.
These kids are basically Boozy Badgers, like different days. If he had different moods each day of the week, then they could be split up into like.
They're his punishment from God.
That's pretty.
That's what they are. They are basically little hymns.
Actually, now that I think about it, it's quite coincidental that this month marks the 1-year anniversary that Brucey became a furry.
It does.
Do you remember that? Do you remember?
I remember.
A long time ago in a far, far away distant land, when, well, I don't want to get into the details, but when he caught wind of a certain situation happening in the fandom, and at the time as a respectable, enforcer of, the legal atmosphere that surrounded him, he took a look at it and he said, well, this is complete and utter crap, so let me just put a blog online and just say, well, if I were to be a furry, I'd probably be a badger. He got Rule 34 within the hour. I've been around for far longer than that, and I haven't even gotten anything close to that. Every single time it says it's too small, I couldn't find it.
Oh, you got your Rule 34.
What's that?
Oh, you got lots of Rule 34.
Really? Why haven't I seen it? Are you hoarding it all from me?
Yes.
That explains a lot more.
Go to www.unclekage.com/private.
Password is wine.
Oh, look, it's time to begin the show.
Yeah, oh, really? Let's begin. I thought we already got a look at it.
I think we
Why
did.
did you have a glass?
I have a glass. Well, you don't need a glass.
I need a glass as
You
well.
don't need a glass.
I need a, do I not need a glass? What do I have? I have my fabulously pink straw with nothing to suck. That sounded hotter than it should. Thank you once again, my dear. This is an 18 plus call, is it?
This is an 18 plus wine.
Okay, well it is now, exactly.
Okay, how much is he loved versus how much I'm loved?
I don't think it's about love more as it is about size.
But he got the big one. You got the big one. It's not, okay, you could say it's not the size, it's the quality. Quality.
I mean, drag that, right?
I got a present for Alkaline.
Yeah, but Alkaline, you're getting presents.
I get his present till that hat gets spread around the room.
And comes back to its owner.
Without being signed. And guys, I'd like to welcome everyone to a concert. Oh boy. So I've had a few, so that's going to make this brilliant.
And we come any better when we've had a few.
I'm about to have many of these in one bottle. Beat that efficiency.
We who are about to die, salute you. Guys, I said this is opening ceremonies, I'll say. What's an opening ceremony? So boy.
You said it at some point.
At some point during this time, I have said these words, possibly not in this order. Do me. It was a true statement. I just wanted to be truthful for once. Guys, remember, if you can give, give. If you can't give, don't worry about it. Enjoy the show. This one is for charity. Once again, our charity this year is the Animal Magic guys. They take exotic animals and they make their lives better. Remember, we are here to help those who cannot help themselves. And Kagi is pointing at a dildo here.
Yes.
Nice guy.
This is how these things work. I talk in these. It's not working. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
You dropped your phone, sir. Okay, I need to tell you guys something. I need to tell you something. This is a secret between us and nobody else, okay? Don't tell anybody else.
Don't tell anyone but you.
There was a change made in Entercon's dealers room policy a number of years ago. And some excellent dealers who were very, very good, we had to say, guys, we can't have you dealing anymore. And there's a reason why. And I thought maybe I should come clean and explain why that policy was put into place.
Because you bought them out.
It was a number of years ago. When I first arrived at Anthropon, there's a tradition that is formed at Anthropon. I have certain things I do as the procedure. The first thing I do is I have my booze. Then I go over to the convention center and I greet the Teamsters. It's the ritual of the greeting of the Teamsters. Teamsters Local 268, Pittsburgh. They're all waiting for me, and it's like, oh, hey guys, Sam is here. Hey Sam, great to see you. Oh, we've been well, good to see you. This particular year, it's like, hey guys, Sam is here. Oh, Sam, it's wonderful to see you. Hey, listen, Sam, there's 3 pallets of dildos with your name on it.
So you did buy them out.
I couldn't have did it.
God damn it.
I'm like,
I mean, sometimes when you're chairman, you just have to find some way to get rid of all that frustration.
basically, it's like, oh, wait a minute, my staff is calling me in my invisible radio, I gotta go.
See, you deal with things so differently than I do. You dodged it. I would be like, dildos for everyone, and just throwing them around the room, looking for the guy that turns around and catches it, no hand.
You would have been our guest of honor that year.
You would have everyone trying to catch it with no hands. Good
Excuse me. I'm going to stop both of you. Where is that hat? Is this worth it? Because if we're going to be commenting, you got to make it worth our while. And this is for our charity, who is the
Animal Magic.
Animal Magic, who
Takes exotic animals and makes their lives better.
exactly, as I just said. Thank you, myself. Once that hat gets back here, hello, hi Germany. I'm sorry, Guten Tag, Deutschland. Hier, wir haben alles die Ferien in Detroit. Wir haben alles die guten Timen mit der Wein und der Sake und der Bier. Das ist amerikanische Bier.
I drink like a young female.
Ja, Sprecher aus der verdammt große Jude hier.
Sprecher's is an amazing root beer. I'm just translating for you. You have to say something else. I can't speak German. I can only translate it.
Oh, wait. Angela Merkel.
Sexy times are abound.
Is anybody else getting an erection when you see Angela Merkel on TV?
Obama does.
Wait. Now that you bring that up, I must ask you. Angela Merkel or Judge Judy?
Guilty as charged.
There's a reason why his lab foot.
Oh my God. Oh, Angela and Judy.
I just figured out why he wears a lab coat.
Don't I still remember what happened at First Square last year?
Judge Judy, what the fuck did you do?
And Angela Merkel.
Okay, Judge Judy can call me an idiot any day. She's a jilf.
Where's that hat? We better make it worth a while before Judge Judy comes to Motor City.
If Judge Judy was here.
Could you all imagine that Judge Judy has a... What is that you're holding?
It's Deutsche.
How did you extract the blood out of my veins before me?
Oh, it says Tianlong Chili. Oh, sweet chili.
Sweet chili? Are you calling me sweet?
I'm calling you sweet chili.
Sweet chili? I have been given a bottle of apparently myself. It's even got myself in, noodle form.
By the way, Alpha doesn't get his present until we get $500, by the way.
How many money, man. Count the money. Right there. Count the money. He can probably sniff the money and tell by how many...
Oh, wait, here's an Asian.
Do math.
You're good with that.
Do math.
Oh, well, okay.
Wait.
Are there any Jewish Asians here?
Wait, can we find some weird way to...
Katsuhiro Goldberg, please come to the front.
I was going to say, duct tape works. You could stick them together and have them use both hands. That sounds like a drop down.
It does. I actually got rather a charge out of that. Okay.
Teamster.
I didn't throw them at the Teamsters. The Teamsters threw
The
where's
Teamsters
my
were throwing
sake?
dildos?
Where's my sake? Here's my sake.
I don't know if you guys know this, a lot of those toys have little secret cups on them and playing darts with them too.
Shut up. Okay, I will tell you something else. The first year that Anthrocon was in the convention center in Pittsburgh, the Teamsters were putting together the art show and everything, and two of them came up to me and they're doing this. Dr. Conway? I said, yes? And they said, we were kind of wondering, could we look at the art? I said, sure! Come on, I'll give you a personal tour. You guys come with me. And I walked into the art show, and I took the curtain. I didn't realize that that part of the art show was right there. I took it in and I said, and we got
You ever wonder what the news did after that?
and I just kind of said, and I said, some of our folks don't take much.
Either that or that's their calling card.
Now, Rocky, that is not the first person you've ever caught in the adult section of the Anthrocon parties.
Why are you ratting him out?
No, he's good. Who did you guys coming out of that wonderful
Give
argument?
me this shit. Okay, raise your hands if you good people have ever met my little tiny, antique, frail old mother. In 1999, I was checking out the art show to make sure that everything was in order, and I saw my little old mother in that part of the art show. And I was like, oh no, you out, you cannot be here. She said, oh no, I want to look at the art. I want to look, go away, I want to look at the art. And I'm going, why did, oh, don't look at that, don't, oh, she's going, oh, I'm going to come get it. I don't know, Mom, they're just looking, get out of the art show. You need to go now. And she's going, all right. And then she said, I swear it, she said, why do they make the penises so small?
Now, this is the thing, is that I am a firm believer of the nut not falling far from the tree. If he is the nut, think about what the tree
Think about the
is.
tree. The problem is, ever since my dad passed away, I never got a chance to sit him down and say, okay, Dad, let's talk about those chromosomes, okay? Where'd they go?
To Europhores.
Apparently they did.
You're a dick.
Well, never mind.
So, speaking on...
Where's the hat?
They're counting it.
They're counting what was in the hat, and now the hat is on Alkali's head.
Oh, because, okay, I sent some messages to Alkali with like all caps and capital letters.
Yeah, it was awkward.
They didn't mean anything.
I believe the first one you asked me is, Alkali immediately, life and death. Do you play chess?
Oh no, it was all caps. Life and death! You play chess!
Yes.
That
Why?
was like 4
No
weeks
reason.
ago. And I was like, oh my god, when's your birthday?
August.
Oh, okay, never mind. How much do we have in the hat, gentlemen? Please, please, I need to know.
Asian, you're not Asianing enough.
Asian better?
Okay, is
I don't know,
that
he was made in America. This is...
Oh, he's an ABC.
He's an ABC, yes he is. He can count his 1, 2, 3s too. So here's the thing, is that like reverse, like Asianing? Like, if you're an Asian
Not enough.
from the South.
Not enough. 319. You can do better than that, you fucking cheapskates.
We're already getting him to talk about dildos and Teamsters.
He
Come on,
doesn't
guys.
get his birthday present till we have $500 for shit's sake.
You get Grandma Kanye's stories at 500.
And he doesn't know how birthdays work, so there's that.
Well, birthdays, they can be anything you want them to be, right? Can't they?
In that case, I want them to be a dildo and a Teamster.
Which Teamster?
One who took it without hands.
Jim?
Jim or Carol?
Jim, oh no, oh, it's definitely
No,
Jim.
Carol's a guy.
Jim's the one that was like trying to... Okay, Jim was the one trying to drag race on that little Mario Kart that he gave to Fry.
I'm going to quote another comic who's been to Eurofurence, who swears to God this is true. Eurofurence, you notice that at our conventions, like Anthony's like, oh, we have the adults actually doing here, and oh, we cannot do this is separate. Eurofurence, they don't give a rat's ass. You know, if it's got a dick or not, they just put it in the art show.
Well, they still give the rat's ass. It's
Yeah, they do. The rat's ass is part of it. Well,
I heard that their pop-up book was amazing.
this unnamed individual who wants to remain anonymous, but if I get my money, had bought some things at the Eurofurence art show, and they were on the bed. Well, he had gone down to lunch, and when he came upstairs, the housekeeper in this lovely little East German hotel was upstairs staring at it like this. And he went in and was like, oh. And she looked at me, she said, is all this yours? She said, oh, where can I get this? I love Germany. Oh my God, I love Germany.
For a moment, I thought you were going to say like they arranged it as well. They put googly eyes on top and then stuck the thing right in the
Oh no, that's the Westin in Pittsburgh.
We do not talk about googly eyes.
Too late.
It has gotten out of hand.
Too late. Oh, he's talking about out of hand.
All started as a joke, didn't it?
Everything starts as a joke. The googly eyes, Pearl Harbor, for God's sake.
I know forget. Oh, hell no.
You're a weather dragon, correct?
He's a lightning dragon.
I'd like to think so.
I'm putting googly eyes on all your clouds, asshole. See how you like it. I now have
Hey,
googly
Reuben.
eyes on my garbage can. I have googly eyes all over the place in my car, and I keep finding new ones. And it culminated with Xander having a very randy night, and when he dropped trow, bam! Tim the trouser snake had googly fucking eyes! Go fuck yourselves!
This degenerated much more quickly than I thought it would.
This explains a lot more about alkaline than I didn't know before.
It does.
I have very specific fetishes! And those fetishes should go out in circles when you jiggle.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Money in the hat, we'll keep going.
That this is a charity event in benefit of the
Animal magic.
animal magnetism from
Animal magnetism? Yes, that's right. We give all those animals a positive and negative treatment, and they stick together like glue. We're making ferret birds. Just click, fly away, destruction everywhere.
I'm not part of this.
Science is amazing. We can combine anything with anything. You know what happens when you combine cotton and alkali?
For affinity.
Tequila wine. For affinity, what the fuck do you think of us?
So when you combine alkali and Uncle Kage, you get rehab. Cheers.
AA is for quitters.
All right, guys, I'd like to thank our fundraisers for coming up to the stage. Guys, your guest of honor, Pat Aida, come on up here!
Hi, we choose you!
Shut up, Pat.
Isn't he well dressed? I mean, look at this. I mean, how many guests of honor do you know that dress so lovely when they show up at a convention?
I just want to know what
It's either that or he's going to a funeral. I'm not really sure which.
Oh, that was 2 weeks ago now.
Awkward.
Well, this just got dark.
Who did you kill?
It was delicious. It's fine. It's fine.
Hold on, did you just say the funeral was delicious?
Okay, first of all,
How do you guys celebrate death in your culture?
by eating it. It's called cannibalism. I mean, what?
Family style buffet.
With all of your yes, with your extended family as well. They provide the sausage.
What's on your wrist?
This says I'm allowed to drink. What's that?
Why don't I have one?
Right?
You don't have one either.
Oh, well, you see, I'm a dragon, so fuck you on a dragon.
Hey!
Where's your thingy? Where's your thingy?
You
Where's your
really
thingy?
He's not
want
going
to answer
to
that
cool.
question?
Believe it doesn't have to
Give me that shit.
Okay, he chews the bottle. That's as far as
All
I
right,
go.
get past some of this. Don't put ice in it for shit's sake. Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, do we have any cucumbers?
Don't make me go over there. Do not put fucking cucumbers in my sake. Thank you.
With cucumbers.
That would make it better. Just don't put fucking cucumbers in my sake. Just don't.
That's low.
Find the sake in the world. Kampai.
Kampai.
Gambe.
Kampai, temperature at 120 degrees.
Hey, there's another Yena here. Is he a relative?
No, it's striped.
What?
Lots of better stripes.
We're sitting over here. Okay, we're going back to
It's
Canada.
on now. It's on.
We're going to Canada.
He went there. He went to the Spots and Stripes thing. It's barely, oh Jesus, not even 7:30 for shit's sake. He went to the Spots and Stripes. Okay, you're cut off, dude. You gotta
What if we had Pat interact with this whole panel through Twitter? Maybe then.
Oh, that's easy. Shut up, Pat.
Yeah, shut up, Pat. Wouldn't that be funny? I mean, not to say that it hasn't happened before, but just you open your phone and everything is just shut up, Pat.
We call that Wednesday.
Do we need to pass that hat again? Is it time for Alkali to get his present?
Where's the Asian?
Right here.
Oh, well, where's the doppelganger Asian?
Okay,
Made
where's
in
the
America?
man we need?
Okay, we have the Asian made in China. We need the American.
Oh, would you like an Asian made in Canada, eh?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm sorry anyways.
A CBC,
A CBC? That's the Canadian Broadcast Channel.
also known as the Canadian-born Chinese person, eh?
But what are you talking about? I'm sorry.
You put syrup on your rice. That's what this is going.
Don't expose
We didn't
him.
want to go there, but you
That's hot.
Uncle Ben is disgusted with you.
And he's also turned on.
I need a little. That's what you're doing with the rice.
Hey, Asian guy, how much is in there? Nothing! What the fuck? What? Oh, for God's sake, dude, go help him.
Okay, one of them is going to be trying to get money, the other taking it away. You figure out which is which.
Okay, we'll help them. We will help them count. Hava, Nikita, Hava.
Okay, well, here.
Hava, Nikita, Vegas, Vegas. Hava, Nikita, Hava, Nikita, Hava, Nikita, Vegas, Vegas. Hava, Nikita, Hava, Nikita, Hava, Nikita, Vegas, Vegas. We have more than 500? Then you get your present. Hold this shit.
If it is googly eyes, I'm gonna murder you.
No! Oh, it is in my magic wine case.
Is it wing and raisin dildos? Because that's what circle the occasion.
Okay, first, we have your beer pong kit
Right. I forgot about that.
with your extra red Solo cups.
But before we continue, I just want to highlight that we got all of this 2 months ago.
And more.
And more red Solo cups because we thought we were going to have the world's largest game of beer pong ever. Then we found the pong.
And half a bottle of monkey shoulder whiskey.
Where'd the other half go?
I don't remember. A bottle of First Flight vodka.
No! First flight on. Why is it criminal?
Because it's your first flight. Oh, a 2/3 of a bottle of 180.
Math Holla, 1800.
What?
1800.
That is my first intervention with
And one more thing. Put all that shit down.
This is how he reminds me how.
Put all that shit down. Put all that shit down. Put it down. Do we have enough money for him to get his birthday present?
Look right in here. The current count on this panel is $557.
That works. Face front. Close your eyes. Every once in a while, you you see something in a store and you say, oh fuck, I need to get this for my friend. Open your eyes. You said you played chess, there we go.
Gentlemen, you're learning how to play chess and then we're gonna die. Oh my God, this has got so much more.
You can use that red shit for the red ones.
Wait, oh my God, how drunk were you playing this out? Caveman! Yeah!
You don't get king for playing chess.
Hey, I was learning the game. You're rolling dice over on the other side and saying sorry.
Where's that die?
Wait, roll for charisma.
Okay, I'm going to roll for charisma.
I found the raptor.
Give me the shit.
It's the raptor.
Dude, that's a raptor. That's not going to help me.
Okay, the raptor's charisma must be. I need some die. We need some die.
All right, we have a 9.
19.
Strong. This is a real story.
The fuck is this? Oh, that's not my glass. I'm sorry. Where's my glass? No, I might have backwashed a little bit. Okay, guys, help me. I lost my glass. Where is it?
Are you having a senior moment?
Yes, I don't know where I put my glass.
Did you get it? No, you didn't.
What?
It'd be awkward, but check it out.
Did the hat consume the glass as tribute?
Was it edible?
Of course the hyena would ask if it's edible.
I'm just curious. I'm asking for a friend.
For research purposes.
All right. You guys are watching. Where did I put my glass? What?
Wow.
No, it's not in here. No. Oh, I have 10, so you just have this. What? No. It's here. All right.
Oh, look, well, lo and behold, I found your glass.
Oh, goodness, where was it?
Nowhere. Don't sniff it either.
Spider!
Where?
It's still there.
It's gone.
I think I just got Shanghai.
You wouldn't know.
Always watch your dreams, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I was in Melbourne 5-10 weeks ago. I was at Convergence. It's in Australia. You don't know about that shit? I had my first run-in with Australian wildlife. I was doing Uncle Kage's story hour, and my glass was here. I'm like, yes, I am Uncle Kage. I'm a Yankee. I know my story hour. And I went to reach for my glass, and there was a little tiny spider sitting right here. I'm like, oh, look, a little spider. Wait. And I said, guys, there's a little bitty spider on my glass. And the audience went, and there was a silence. And in the back, the guy stood up and said, is it called a red ass? I said, I don't think so. He said, well, it probably won't kill you. But then the spider fucked off, as the Australian said, so I drank my wine.
I mean, I thought it was already like a given fact that everything in Australia tries to kill you. Didn't the air try to kill you at one point?
The air tried to kill me? Oh my goodness, the entire country tried to kill me.
If I remember correctly, you went down to the beach one day, didn't you?
Beach?
Down a long flight of stairs.
Oh no, it wasn't the beach. That was down to the Yarra. The Yarra River. The Yarra runs through Melbourne. It's a lovely river. It's kind of the equivalent of New York's East River or Philadelphia's Schuylkill. It's this horrible, polluted, oozing sewer that runs through town. But if you're a tourist, you know, it's really cool.
Just watch out for the tiger snakes.
That's the thing. I went down and they had this long set of wooden stairs that went down to the Yarra. And I went down like, yeah, okay, I'm a tourist. A lovely, stinking river with feces floating in. Okay, that's great. And I turned around and there was a sign that was written on a cardboard piece of cardboard box, and the wire had lashed it to the railing, and it said, "Warning!" in Australian. A 1-meter tiger snake is living under the wooden stairs. They're very territorial. It will stand its ground. I'm top of the stairs, so I seen it before I came down here.
As you were dying, laying on the ground, clutching the wound that had just inflicted on you.
Thank God they warned me too late.
Oh, I must tweet about this as I die.
And the final tweet from Kage. Shut up, Beth.
I'm drinking here. Yeah, so.
I was about to say, he's taking the shut up thing a little too seriously. He hasn't said enough. Wait, what?
Pete Smith, Sinwolf, the chairman of Convergence, gave me some words of wisdom this year. He said, I'm not chairman anymore, fuck it. That was his words of wisdom for me. He stepped down, and I was like, gee, can I do that too? And he said, yeah, sure, life, mate. So, apparently that's Australian from now.
Well, here's the thing, have you tried?
I've tried. Oh my God, I've tried.
Hold on. You know what? You need to work it. I think if you do a little role play, we can maybe get you up to the point where you could.
Are we at that time of the night where we start to role play as each other?
There's not enough money in that hat.
I can make that happen.
Oh dear God.
Can you? There's not enough. This is a charity event, ladies and gentlemen.
Apparently,
Hats
no
up.
role play event.
I don't see any more shit going in that hat, so you know what, I'm gonna sit there
Please
and
no
help these
shit
people.
in the hat.
Oh no, not literally. This is furries, for God's sake, don't do
What?
that.
What? Already lost enough hats last year. There was that hat incident.
How long ago? How long ago was it that we were taking our clothes off on stage? Was that like 10
Last
years
year.
ago? Last year? Oh, yeah.
Last year. You took your pants off at First Square.
Oh, but I wear Aladdin's.
How did that come
Oh,
I actually
that was the challenge. Uncle Kage and Alkali would take their pants off, like, oh yeah, so I'm pushing it. So Alkali takes his pants off, like, okay, yeah, I'll take my pants off too. Hey, what's gets fun?
All right.
Good.
Good old Sandbox. He can do what he wants, huh?
Don't give me ideas, pal.
See, I found another bearded gentleman to run my security. Not all the security from the con, but that gentleman right there is the anti-Sandbox crew.
Where?
Javelin, stand up, Beardo the Magnificent. His beard fights the Sandbox's beard, and they come out clean.
Where is he?
He doesn't like standing. It's hard.
Here's
His beard does not allow
let
him.
down your hair.
His beard is too busy being on guard for Zed the Fox.
Actually, that would be really cool. If we could start going back and changing old Jersey now, and just like, why does Rapunzel have to be a woman? Why can't it be a really big, fat, bearded bear?
Oh, it's not his hair. No. It's a Gideon drawing, man.
Oh.
Somebody's already drawn that probably Gideon.
Real cow. That's a 6 reference to Gideon today.
Okay, Gideon is one of my oldest friends. I've known the boy since he was like human. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, I've known Gideon for 20 years now. Oh, God, I don't know, it sucks being old. It's like, and then there's always some little fuck in you, and it's Stephen Boy, then fuck you, okay? Yeah! Why not?
Ladies and gentlemen, our fifth guest, guys, give it up for Lord
And mind the scratch this time.
I'll stop here. I can sit here.
We don't want Motor City Fur Concussion to revenge.
Oh, I get it. Motor City Bird concussion.
Because
Okay.
it's concussion.
I know. I saw what you did
Oh
there.
my God, that needs to be a theme.
What first aid calls?
Motor City
Party
Bird
disco
concussion.
wagon. Yes, yes, that will be the theme where there is disco wagon.
We could pick up the Desperado from the airport and meet in the ambulance. My guys, we're seriously just cutting out the middleman.
You're going to kill the chairman before the con even starts.
There have been instances, you need to understand, like, a guest of honor does get leeway, don't get any idea. A guest of honor does get extra leeway, and stuff has happened over the years. Thankfully, this wasn't at a furry con, some of you know this, and guest of honor at a non-furry con got the suite at the hotel. It was It was so sweet that it had a hot tub. This guest of honor decided, oh my God, I'm so drunk and hungry, and they made ramen.
Don't get any ideas here,
Just don't.
because I plan on using it later.
There's a-
You don't want cooked noodles.
She did tell me afterwards it tasted terrible, which was awkward.
We have this. We have this in one of our cons. It's like, listen,
Don't chew my mic.
I chew your mic off. Alright, so we had this in one of our cons. We had people make ramen in the bathtub, and the problem is when making ramen, that's still delicious except for the body fluids. It's just where you get rid of the ramen afterwards, that's a problem.
You
That's
have
the problem.
to eat it.
You're not going to eat it. Someone bathed in it.
There's a drop down on fruit. Never mind.
As soon as I hear someone slathering noodles on myself, all I can think of is, never mind, I don't think.
Yes, okay, we're being funny, we're making jokes, guys. Don't do it. It ain't funny, really. It ain't. It's only funny 5 years after the fact, after we paid the damages, really. But I'm thinking back to Ethicon 2000, where our guest of honor was Sarah Palmer, Caribou. She was like 25 months pregnant at the time. I had to have like doctors on call at the hospital ready to catch this baby that came flying their way. And like every time she would stop in the hallway and look a little bit sick, I'd be like, get the catcher's mitt, here it comes. Where's Johnny Bench? Okay.
I can just imagine you replace the entire Dorside team that year with nurses.
Actually,
You just made a Johnny Bench reference.
yeah, I'm old, I'm sorry.
Thanks for dating
We'll
us.
make an announcement. Q&A starts today.
It's happened.
Could you imagine Rennie playing midwife?
It's happened. Okay, the door side. Okay, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to say, at risk, I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen, the door side has seen everything. Anything. You can go to the door side and you can say, a Titan Miso silo was taken over by Kiziti from a Larry Niven novel, and they were all cross-dressers, and they were in there, and they wouldn't launch the missile, but they were trying to out-fabulous each other. And the Dorsey will say, oh yeah, that was 1983, we can handle that. I'm serious, they have seen every freaking thing. Alright, the Dorsey Irregulars started out, where are you going? Oh, you need that shit. They started out, okay, before they were the Dorsey Irregulars, they were the Klingon Diplomatic Corps. Somebody remembers that. The world's first Star Trek convention was held at a hotel in New York City. In those days, you sold memberships via Ticketron. You guys probably don't know what Ticketron is. I remember Ticketron. Yeah, okay. The same thing you sold concert tickets for. Apparently, the person who was in charge of the convention got word from Ticketron saying, okay, we've sold the thank you. We have sold the maximum number of tickets, what should we do? And the person in charge said, keep selling. They were expecting, I don't know the exact numbers, these are representative numbers, they were expecting 300 people. About 5,000 showed up at this little tiny hotel on Broad Street in New York. There was a line out the door, and it started to get ugly because all these people, these 5,000 people who had bought tickets, were promised on the website, oh, you get to personally meet, William Shatner and George Takei and whatever the old guy was who was the doctor, that guy and all those guys. Leonard Nimoy and the other doctor guy, DeForest Nimoy. They were, yeah, thank you, Mr. Kelly. Okay, I'm joking, he's a fine man, I miss him. But anyway, it's basically when the hotel was like, we cannot have any more people in this venue, and there's thousands of people outside. This crowd started to get ugly, and they started to push into the lobby. At the top of the escalators were two science fiction fans, the Klingon Diplomatic Corps, dressed in old-fashioned, 60s Star Trek Klingon gear. But because they didn't have the proper foot gear, they decided to wear rainbow toe socks. Because what else would Klingons wear in the 29th and a half century? And this crowd was getting ugly, and the only thing between them was these two guys, and the crowd was pushing up the escalator saying, we want to come in. And these two security guys were like, well, you cannot come up here. And somebody said, who the hell are you? And one of them said, I am the Klingon with toe socks. The crowd got very quiet. This all hush fell across them. And then they quietly kind of backed away. As the Klingon with toe socks went to the top of the escalators, it was like, who will challenge me?
Apparently the stairs will after that.
Yeah. And people were like, I can handle the Klingon, not the toe socks. The funny part, you guys will think this is funny. The funny part came when the hotel went to the Klingon with the toe socks and said, here's the bill. And the Klingon said, do what now? Oh, well, for this whole convention, here's the bill. And the Klingon was like, you need to talk to the chairperson. Well, the chairperson was nowhere to be found. She had taken all the money, booked a flight to Mexico, and hasn't been seen since.
Brilliant!
That was the first Star Trek convention. That's where the Dorsai irregulars cut their teeth. Trust me, they've seen everything.
And now that you've told that story, I think you now know how to get out of paying the convention check.
Yeah, Mexico's not that far.
Okay, as I said, they had experience. I had called the airlines from Anthropon. You guys ever seen Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Yeah.
I called the airlines and said, I'd like to make a reservation. Where would you like to go, Dr. Conway? How did you know my name? Click. I dialed Delta. I want a reservation anywhere. All the flights are booked, Dr. Conway. How did you know my click? God, trust me, don't. It's these guys, they've been at it longer than we've been at it. Just don't.
Sure it wasn't the same person on the phone.
Well, that's why he bought him a new cell phone. Wiretap.
He did get me this one.
Yeah, but who put all the porn out?
The Asian guy.
Right.
It's all noodles. It's like ramen porn, 24 hours.
Okay, don't show them the steaming
I want to see ramen porn.
What? Are you
ramen
talking about
porn. You mean authentic
How
Japanese
much
ramen?
is in that?
a number of nudist noodles?
Oh no, I've
Nudist noodles? Wait, what? You assumed that I was wearing anything in the first place?
Are you assuming his nudity?
Guys, remember, you heard it here first. New noodles coming soon to a theater near you. This sucker.
This is a charity
This is directed by
event.
Michael Bay.
Where is our fucking money? That's what I need to say.
I was about to say,
All right,
exploding
you
noodles
talking
probably
this.
when the pot boils to the brim.
You know, if you want to go to Mexico to get away from Anthropon, you just tell me, I get you there. He's gonna be okay. We go there, we go to Anthropon, we just take you away. We take you down to Mexico, and you don't have to run no time there, okay?
I think he just joined the cartel.
Oh my God! Nudist noodles featuring Con Cartel. The alliteration is amazing.
These are new members, Samuel Conway. Oh, Dr. Conway.
Oh, I just love that. That's his new cartel name. Convict.
Conway.
Convict.
Conway.
Convict.
Dr. Cofefe, the cockroach.
Montreal, eh? We'll get you up there. We don't talk about Montreal. Oh yeah, no, that's the home of the Maple Syrup House, right?
Okay, come on. It's a big a lot better than Montreal, you know?
At least they want to be part of the country. Montreal wants to be out of the country.
This is the problem. This is what we are running into now. I don't know if this is racist. Desensitized to that word. I can't figure it out.
What is he fucking wandering here now?
Oh my gosh, Ray. Hold on, Ray. This is perfect. We got Canada up at the top. We got a great big America right here. We got Mexico down on the end. And now it just comes from
We're calling this panel the ABC's of Furry, eh? This is your good tequila. It's tasting under. It's good.
You're making hyena noises. I am a little concerned.
I'm the text to you. You want me to text this?
You wanted to speak into a Mexican?
Well, I could if I wanted
There's a
to.
drop down for that.
Welcome, amigo, to the world with no end. The desert and death are the closest of friends.
Who knows what that's from?
You.
If you don't know, you have to put money in the hat.
It's like the last game of Jeopardy I've ever seen. He asks you questions and you pass. Oh, this is brilliant.
Oh, wait, is that how it works? Okay,
Welcome
okay.
to Reverse Jeopardy.
How many electrons are in the third pi orbital of paradimethylaminobenzoate?
7.
Hi.
Fuck you! Anyone who doesn't know the answer, put shit. Shut up! Shut up! If you did not know it, how the fuck did you know? Who are you?
I ate one.
Apparently, all Canadians are chemists.
Oh, that's not money. That's not money.
Once again, I don't know if this is racist.
I think it is.
$5 right?
No, I'm afraid this is, we got it.
Crossed into racism.
Yeah, this is racism.
That's-
Okay, wait a minute. You are of Hispanic descent, am I correct?
I forget that though.
Okay, I am curious. Now, okay, as a Caucasian person who is a person of the world, what are some common racial stereotypes that folks from Hispanic countries have of guys like me?
Okay, so the first thing you have to stop doing is going and asking to talk to the manager. Like, the manager doesn't know how you want to order. Okay? Okay. And just take the menu like it comes. You don't need to go and customize the menu every time, you know? Just take it.
What the fuck is going on?
We're trying to be culturally sensitive.
Why are we doing that?
Are there any African American people here? Hello? Because I myself am extremely gangster indeed. Yo, I am down with all of you. Myself, yes.
I was sitting at work recently, and I listened to, I'm a huge Ben Folds fan. He did an acapella CD, a bunch of college students, and there was a song.
He said Acapulco.
Acapulco. There's a song with a gentleman with a very deep bass voice in the background doing the bass line, and so he goes, man, that gentleman could sing. See, this is what I mean, African American. I'm like, whoa, hold on. Why are you assuming that he's African American? I've seen the video. I know this is a white guy. He's like, look, it's an African American if they're doing a bass line in acapella or if they're beatboxing. I'm like, you can't say that. He's like, no, Trump's president. Yes, I can. And just walk away.
Incidentally, I'm going to interject
In front of everybody.
a little something here. In today's society, talking about ethnic humor and such is usually considered, ooh, you don't do that. But you know what? This is furry fandom. This is one of the few places in the world where that doesn't matter to us. I don't care that this guy is African American, this person is Asian, this person is Mexican, I am Caucasian. I only care that that's a husky and that's a cat, and huskies rule and cats suck. So, whatever.
We actually just solved racism. The whole world needs to be furry. We all need to wear our fursuits all the time, and we couldn't tell race until this guy goes as a chihuahua all the time.
He'd be an awful big chihuahua, I'm sorry. Oh, wait a minute, is there like a, okay, chihuahuas are toy dogs. Is there like a standard chihuahua, like a Great Dane sized chihuahua? Like Ren Hoek chihuahua sort of thing?
Only shaking small chihuahuas.
Oh,
They have a hard time acknowledging. When someone's like, that's my dog, I'm like, I don't think it's a rat. I think that's a loud rat.
Where's the lady who had the chihuahua here? She was sitting where this nice lady is. I think she ran away because she knew we were going to talk about this.
The thing about is these terribly racist persons, like, if you're a chihuahua, you're a moose, I'm a gefilte fish. Like, I know.
I'm going to see a gefilte fish fursuit. I'll pay big money to see a gefilte fish fursuit. With like a big yarmulke and curly hair. I'm going to see that.
Walking around with a calculator, he's just automatically director of finance of the company. No, you're all broke. Okay.
Just remember, folks, for racism to have power, it has to have hate behind it. There's none of that here. Don't worry. We noticed there's a little more cash going in there.
Thank you for that.
We do thank you. We'd like to thank you more.
What are you hinting at?
If we get enough donations, Qian Long will take off his belt. If we get $1,000, Qian will take off his belt and he'll be naked.
I don't think that's what we're really up to.
Oh, it's holding something up, trust me.
What if it is? That would be awkwardly.
Oh, that was weird, yeah.
But we don't have enough money for that. Okay,
See,
this is
the best of the thing is that you said they will pay for me to take my belt off. They ain't paid it. That means that no one wants to see me naked. So thank you.
Oh, look what's happening here.
Not you. You are excused.
No, hold on. That was $1. Someone just paid $1 for me to strip.
Okay, you can loosen the knot like a quarter of an inch, that's all
Yeah,
you get.
sir, have you been to a strip club before? Don't ever go and give $1.
So, they will beat you up. I'm sorry, that's how it works.
I was going to say, what's the difference between Furcon and strip club?
Nothing.
$4.
Yeah.
$4 more. I mean, 400 more dollars.
Okay, we need more money. Because, again, this is a charity event. I'm usually very good at, like, dragging money out of people. I did for the city of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, God. The first year we had the AFRICON Fursuit Parade outside, the city of Pittsburgh just went totally nuts over it. Everybody loved it. The director of the Convention and Visitors Bureau grabbed me out of the crowd and was like, oh boy, next year we should do this, and next year we can do that, and next year, and this, we should plan this, and we're gonna, I said, oh, that's great, yes, we'd love to do all that, but I don't have the budget for it. Well, now we do.
So, speaking of the charity, just super quick, we are going to continue on here for a little bit more on stage.
Hell yeah.
Over in secondary events right now, Mark, the charity, Animal Magic charity owner, is over there starting his Q&A session. So if anyone wants to head over there and say hello to Mark, the charity guy, he's got a Q&A panel over there. But we are going to continue up here raising money for the charity.
That's great! Who programmed a charity event against the charity?
The cute thing over there.
Hey, you were right about the spots versus stripes. See?
That's how we never screwed up anything, ever.
Ask GFF.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute. You went there, didn't you?
I went there.
Then you have to tell everybody what that means. I'm not going to say it.
Not my problem. The chairman, the former chairman's right here.
Foreman.
Foreman.
He's a foreman now.
We have the foreskin chairman right here. Tell these people what's going on.
I used to be a chairman at GFF, and then I was behind it, and they found out. I'm not. What did you give? Oh, that's 40. Was that for
job.
I know.
Do it.
Typically, okay, running a furry convention is like being the boatman on the river Styx. You have to give the oar to somebody else. And once they have it, you're now free to die. And they're doomed for all eternity.
Nobody told me that.
At first square, I attempted to do nose goes for new chairman. You guys know what nose goes is? Exactly.
Nose goes.
So nose goes, what was the last person to touch their nose becomes the chairman.
Nose goes.
This is
Rose grows.
Sorry. I said, all right, guys, it's time we're going to need to start talking about the next chairman. So nose goes for next chairman. I touched my nose and I turned around and there was one of my staff members with a bloody nose. He went, So I'm still chairman of First Square because I injured somebody at a board meeting. We've all made our own mistakes.
Nose goes. Rose goes. Let's have a word about Tweedlebeetles. Well, when Tweedlebeetles fight, it's called a Tweedlebeetle battle. And when Tweedlebeetle... Okay, you all know that shit.
No, keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
I'm not sober enough to do Dr.
Was
Zeus.
Dr. Seuss sober?
Never!
Read a Dr. Seuss book.
Dr. Zeus was a professional. Notice his name. It was pronounced Seuss. He was German. They're professional drunks.
I love Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss is amazing, but she's got a good predator. Shel Silverstein.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Guys, have you heard The Great Smoke-Off by Shel Silverstein?
We need to hear it now.
I do not have it memorized. I wish I did. It is a very long time. Guys, it's on YouTube. But it's his actual voice. Shel Silverstein, you know, A Light in the Attic, Where a Sidewalk Ends?
Yeah.
That was his kids' book phase. And then he got nasty.
And he wrote Uncle Shelby's ABC book.
Oh my God. Wow. There is a poem called The Great Smoke-Off. It is on YouTube. Do yourself a favor and listen to it. It is wonderful, and it's his voice. He does it the way he had always envisioned it. It's one of my favorite little poems. It's pretty fun.
Guys, the 60s had their pluses, believe me.
Many of you were those pluses. True.
He can be chairman now.
I
Actually, remember the 60s?
Those notes! He almost hit his eye with the microphone! Almost did. That would be the greatest. Hey, on FCN note, if you're not a motor speaker, I know this year. The guest of honor replaced his eyeball with a microphone. You can hear him coming and going.
Con Horror Stories Panel 2020.
And we get to it,
I'm pretty sure that would involve into con fetish stories at that point.
Let's say it's con horror stories, by the way.
Yeah.
Con horror stories, con fetish stories have a severe amount of overlap.
Believe me. Okay, there was the unnamed furry convention, which will never be named, when the the hotel manager came to the security chief of the convention and said, "There are two gentlemen in the hot tub enjoying one another's company, and they're not listening to us when we tell them to stop." Not my fault, not my problem, not my con. That's why I'm smiling.
That was a 4.
What?
Okay, so maybe you need a D20 roll.
He's rolling the dice. Okay, if anybody was not here for the Con Horror Stories panel, yes, they are. We're fucking volunteers. Why do we do this shit? Why do we let these people do this to our lives, for Christ's sake?
Because I broke somebody's nose!
That's because I love watching you guys have so much fun. Like, you just have these cons, and you look out at all these idiots having so much fun and liking each other and vetting each other. You're like, oh, what's part of that?
That's true. You need to understand. There is this beautiful balancing act, and it was personified this year at First Square when I had, what is going on? It's finished now, guys. It was personified this year at First Square when I had a gentleman come up to me and tell me in a good few-minute explanation of why the con was so important to him, how much fun he had, and how much it meant to him that we threw this event. And it was totally marred by the fact that he was wearing a leather bikini, a man wearing a leather bikini top with chains all over the place, about on his way to a fetish party that I was not aware of. and I didn't know how to feel.
That's the chairman
Yes.
fingers.
That was his way of saying, and by the way, if you're not doing anything, I'm doing a lot of things.
I'm just imagining him. Oh, sorry, you.
I was gonna say it's Picard. The Picard head. What?
Yes, that. I was going to say, I can imagine that conversation and you just standing there and you're like, yes, yes, look at me, I'm Aquaman, I'm Kevin. And he goes up to you in history and he's just like, you have no idea what this convention's done for me.
That's why I'm always drunk, this way I never have awkward social boners.
There are certain
Well,
things.
that's me just now.
There are certain things that people who run these conventions don't like to see or hear. Okay, my personal nightmare, SMG Corporation, they own the David L. Lawrence Convention Center, and seeing the director of SMG Corporation in the distance, look at me doing this. It's like, come talk to me in my office. What? Oh, don't fall over the thing. Don't something else I was going to talk about. Not the chairman of SMG, but somebody else doing it. What the hell is that? Oh, that's your die.
That's the D20.
You rolled a 3.
What were we rolling for?
I gotta sit down again.
I believe that I haven't had a chance to roll the die yet.
You need to roll the die. Give me the die.
I should roll the die. What are we rolling for?
You're seeing
Chairman of AC.
Chairman of AC. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. Roll it. Roll it. Roll a 1. No, roll a 20. Roll a 20.
One is if I fail, that makes him the chairman.
Oh, right. Yeah. Roll a 1. Roll a 1. Roll a 1. Please, quickly. Hurriedly. Roll a 1. Go ahead. Just roll the fucking thing already. Stop taking around. Just roll it. It's a
17.
6. It keeps changing.
This is how the board works too.
Okay. You're adjusting the board meeting of Africa right now.
It's demoting me and promoting me. It's like you're now step. Oh, wait, you're department and oh, wait, you're director. Nope, you're a volunteer now.
Exit your band. Chairman. It's gonna be awkward.
You're going to be the chairman of the band.
Yes, my first act as chairman is I shall ban myself.
We need banned throat con. Everybody who's banned from a convention has their own con. Banned throat con.
That means you have been slacking, good sir. You haven't banned enough people to have banned throat con.
Okay, Africon's been in business 20 years. We had 11 people banned in fucking 20 years. I think we're doing all right.
Let me call attention to the band hammer back here. Someone has a band hammer. Raise the band hammer. Crowd.
Band du soleil for the central haven. I'm sorry, I'm showing my age, aren't I? Very much so. I was. You weren't paying attention.
Nice barbecue!
Oh, hammer is also Fox and Pepper. They call themselves band.
Oh, they do!
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, we have just copyright encroached. Where's the boozy barrister? We need his help here.
He's driving through Connecticut right now.
Why the fuck's he driving through Connecticut? That's the wrong direction!
He's a lawyer, not a GPS.
Oh, shit. He's probably been of Ohio now, the poor son of a bitch.
Ohio, do you mean more Ohio, and then you drive further and you see more Ohio? Then you keep driving and you see more Ohio?
Is that Dr. Demento? I'm having trouble seeing it. It looks like Dr. Demento. Are you Dr. Demento? I'm sorry, I can't see the lights. Oh, I'm sorry, okay. I'm very sorry, mistaken identity. I apologize.
Don't apologize.
Carry on. Yes, we need money. Put money in the goddamn hat, for God's sake.
They haven't even put in enough for me to reach them.
Because I cannot refill my glass unless that hat gets filled with money.
You know what? I don't think it's possible for you're not motivated. I am 6'8".
Yes?
I weigh over 300 pounds.
I can tell.
You have been from 1.5 million foods.
And I'm old and I can't get out of my chair to come and beat you up. Wait, okay, alright. We need enough booze to motivate me to and kick this guy in the fucking nuts!
It tastes better when it's old and aged.
Help me, please! Help me, please! Thank you! Oh, yes, that dollar is gonna help a lot. Drop the shit in there, would you? Thank you! Thank you very much. How much energy am I... Oh, that, yes, that will do. Oh, yeah, that will certainly do. Out of the way, you. Give me my fucking glass, you big fat ape. Thank you very much. All right, you want to suck something? Come here. You can suck something. You're not putting enough money in for that.
I didn't realize how they could fit in here.
Did you guys just put money in there for that part?
I just want to say,
You're dazed, aren't you?
that definitely proves it, guys. Age matters.
Are you playing a recorder with that pink straw?
You play the recorder?
I don't play the recorder, but I mean, I'm not really...
Whoa!
Can you play solos slowly? It's a classic joke with a twist. I like the unlike Shyamalan of sex. Andrew, you have to talk with him.
Yes. Could you play Far, Far Away?
What about, I don't know, why did you play Freebird on that?
Reader, yeah, 1 second.
We don't have enough for that.
Not me.
What happened to the good old days when we would have $5,000 fucking dollars in that hat by now?
You haven't shaved your head.
Where's Xander?
I did that once.
Where is Xander?
Where is Xander?
Stand up, Xander.
Xander?
Did he leave?
Oh, he fucked off, didn't he?
Yeah, he ditched you. I left you. Oh, you're just a hyena.
Okay, the scavenger is gone to look for him.
Thank you, Xander.
He's English.
Are we still in MST3K? Is sexual tension?
Well, he's definitely English. He's from scavenger.
So I want to let you guys know, who was here for MST3K on Thursday night?
Not me.
Thank you.
Good move. So I made you guys a promise, which was that I would try to take over opening ceremonies for a second, to have the rules continue on, that you guys would make me keep drinking. And the chairman said, I will fucking kill you. Why? He goes, think of the rules. I'm like, what? Torch? Like, you're not going to bring a torch around us? He goes, what if they do? I don't know. It's like, are you really worried about that? He goes, no, I'm worried about a very specific rule. What? Sexual tension. Yeah, we're not doing that.
You would have an IV drip on you the entire convention.
I'm going to tell these folk about the attempt I made at Eurofurence this year to prevent catastrophe that did not work. First off, I have been trying to get Eurofurence to invite Alkali over, and Alkali should go to Eurofurence, and they said, but his American accent is so sick, nobody would be able to understand him. I'm like, what? You have a thick American accent? What?
With two C's.
I think they have to be talking about the Chicago accent because I speak minister. It's got to be that.
It must be. Well, at Eurofurence this year, there was, okay, first off, the nice thing about Eurofurence is it's 90% bar. That's Germany. I love Germany. Well, the bar takes up most of the lobby of the hotel, and there's like a 20-foot wide, okay,
Fine.
there's a, check. There's a 20-foot wide area between tables where all the people walk out, and that's the travel area. Well, after the fursuit parade, all these fursuits walked by, there was a local lady who had, okay, this is Berlin, and Berlin has its own particular accent in German. I learned classical German, like they speak it in Rome. Apparently the Germans can't understand my German. Because this lady is there and she had a little girl, like 5 years old, and the little girl kept running out to look at the fursuiters and hug the fursuiters, and I could tell the fursuiters, they're looking up here, and I'm shouting, hello, Achtung, attention! I don't know what fucking language to use, because it's Eurofurence. going to cause a problem. And the lady's sitting there, and she said, oh, look at how cute it is. And I'm saying, hello, Entschuldigung, Fräulein, is this deine little Scheiße hier? This is ein Problem. Mit der little Scheiße, mit der großen Kostüm. Oh, for God's sake, do you speak English for shit's sake? Okay, don't let the little girl go out there. This is dangerous. The first students, they can only see from here up. They cannot see a little girl. They cannot see.
My favorite Rammstein song, by the way.
I don't know the rest of the story because I just went to my room after that. Did any fursuiters trip over the little girl? I don't know, I don't care. But she's German. She can handle it. They're tough over there.
You heard it first.
What? It would only be racist if I were to say that.
Wait.
You almost tricked me. Okay, all right.
Okay, hold on. You're not allowed to say the first thing this guy goes like, yeah, I really want you to go to Euro first. They need some juice back there.
I didn't say that. I cracked it.
Oh, yeah. And then they immediately told you no, so you know the deal. No, we're not ready yet.
The honest answer is he has such a thick American accent nobody can understand him. I'm working on it.
By accent or getting me out there? Because that's awkward no matter how you put it.
Well, the problem is they charge by the pound. I'm sorry.
I thought they used euros, not pounds.
What do you weigh? 3,000?
Grams.
Okay, we wanted your weight, not your distillery.
Yes, we don't want your proof. All right.
What is it my friend told me? You had better sign up to be cremated because that would be the prettiest death ever.
Are you saying you have like rainbow and sparkles and like, you know, what is it, Pandora's box inside you?
That's why I'm gay!
Let's not talk about ladies' boxes, okay? Now, okay, we're saying some very off-color things up here. They're making fun of historical, horrible events. Okay, I would like to point out, as I said, in order for there to be power behind, these words, there has to be hate. There is no hate here. One of the things I absolutely adore about your friends is that I can tease them about what happened back then. We won, you guys lost. Why can I do that? Because we're friends. You see, today, I can sit and I can talk about such things with people who, in my own parents' day, were bitter enemies. Not that many years ago, an American and a German would never be able to sit down together and joke about these things. That was considered, it just doesn't happen. But we can do it today. I can sit with the Japanese first. I can sit with the German first. And it is my earnest prayer, and I hope all of you will join me in this. It is my earnest prayer that in my lifetime I will be able to sit down with an Al-Qaeda operative and lean over and put my arm around him and say, do you remember how it was when we didn't understand each other? Thank you. So much for trying to make a deep philosophical statement. Thank you, Robert. A lot. Oh, we got money for it. Try it. Oh, we'll keep saying it. It doesn't matter.
Now we know the recipe. Outfly has to cock block everything.
He does that anyway.
He did a cock first.
Yeah. It took a while. It's like, okay, dude, Dan, are you leaving anytime soon, please?
I'm just setting up the camera. Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
I'm trying to organize a convention here, for shit's sake.
That's what you call it, huh?
Yeah, we call it organizing a convention. Hey, hey! Mendes was too quiet. Say something.
Yes.
I'm still concussed from opening ceremony.
It doesn't matter. Say something.
It's
It's the quiet ones you have to be afraid of.
Do we need to call you a party disco wagon?
Did you see the opening ceremonies? Did everyone see that? This poor bastard had a skit and he fell down on the stairs coming on stage.
He did not fall down. He had a wardrobe malfunction.
It was adorable. It was absolutely adorable.
It was the most Canadian death ever because he apologized on the way down. I'm so.
It took me like 20 seconds to fall down. I don't know how it happened.
It was very
That we cussed.
I understand.
So that was the thing, is that I could not believe that the quality of graphics at Motor City Vircon was so good that we can see the opening ceremonies in slow motion.
Hey, I did the most.
We need more shit in the hat.
Wait, no, not the shit that
We're not shooting
not shit in the hat.
Oh, sorry, that's
That's alkalized population.
Scheiße.
The Scheißenhest.
That's the Roman German.
It's like they have a different word.
They do. The Germans suck. They get a different word for everything. Okay, you. Stay standing. You, stand up. You, stand up. Ready?
What are we doing?
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriots in all the land. You're throwing me off, stop listening on your words. This is the way to sing this song.
Well, teach me the words.
You screw away. Oh, Canada, we stand on your worthy. God keep our land until we need back. Oh, Canada, we have the best coffee. Oh, Canada, we have the best country.
Click off. Oh, that's true Canadian. You can tell he's wearing the uniform.
Raise your hand if you're from Canada.
And now in French.
You are? Two from back there. I've got one from
Give me one in French. Give me one in French.
One from over here, Canada.
Sure we can.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, Canadian national anthem French. Ready? Here we go. Allons enfants de la patrie, aujourd'hui. What? No, yes, kind of, sort
Do
of.
you really?
Yes.
Can you do the whole national anthem in French?
Which one?
Canada. Not next.
I will do the Mexican national anthem in French if we got some money in the fucking hat.
Wait. You're going to do the Mexican national anthem in French?
It's not the hat yet.
Okay, it's the Mexican national anthem in French if France invaded Mexico and took over and made it French. But there's no money in the hat, so fuck all
Now
of
this
you.
explains why Montreal wants to leave Canada.
That's not correct at all.
The thing is, if I'm going to sing the French national anthem, okay, that helps. I need a bunch of Germans over here singing.
You will not sing the Mexican national anthem in French, which is just here.
Allons enfants de la patrie, le jour de gloire est arrivé. Contre nous de la tyrannie, maintenant sont élevés, maintenant sont élevés. Dans les campagnes, mugir cette nos fils et nos campagnes.
Panyard, autant the citoyen, for même work alone. Marchons, qu'un sang impur approuve un océan. Play ball! How does the Mexican national anthem go?
I have no idea.
Well,
Why do you think I know?
fucking make it up. We'll put money in there. You make it up. They won't do the difference.
I know the number 60.
You can sing the goddamn Mexican accents. They won't know. Just put money in here and sing it. All right. Okay, any more money for the Mexican national anthem? Way to go. There he is.
Hold on. You have my favorite reaction to that. How did you feel about what you just saw?
What the hell just happened?
Yeah, me too.
Okay, we got some more money in here and we'll do the Mexican national anthem.
This is what happens when you think we make for good entertainment, that's
That was
what.
actually the French national anthem. Is that correct?
No, that was the French national anthem. We need more money for the Mexican national anthem.
Apparently, that French national anthem was sponsored by China.
Raise your hand if you thought that was the Mexican national anthem. Nobody was fooled by you.
What game are we playing?
Okay. Yeah, you didn't know the second verse, did you?
I didn't know the second verse. You got
Mhm.
me. I don't know. You got it.
Do you like empanadas? Maybe that's a killer rain.
Do you know how weird those concerts are? Those
Not a Taco
concerts.
Bell now.
You like pina colada and drinking those same things in the rain.
And Rocket Raccoon was so cute.
That's it. Oh, he was.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Okay, if anybody would not throw Rocket Raccoon out of the bed for eating crackers, raise your hand, okay? All right, there we go. Put money in the hat for saying that.
Only 3 people would not throw him out of the bed for a
You guys are gay. Or the opposite of whatever
Okay,
that
I
is.
don't know what that is. You don't want animals to have crackers. Animal crackers.
That non-animal cracker.
I don't know. I can't feel my face.
You're cracker
Republicans! I'm sorry, I panicked. I couldn't think of anything else. Oh, Dr. Mento's here. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Mr. Q, sorry. Oh, hello, yes. Oh, there's money. Oh, we like money going in here. Oh, my God, that's 50. I can sing my favorite verse of the German national anthem for that. Oh, wait, keep going. Keep going.
What is the cup for?
Oh.
It's a urine sample.
All right, okay.
For 100, I'll consider it.
There's 70 in the thing. Isn't that worth like a couple of sips?
Is that worth just a tip?
At least take the belt off. Right?
Hold on.
What?
Did I just say it's for a urine sample and you said for somebody you can have a couple of sips?
Yes, that's exactly what I said.
Did you just discount me?
Did you assume his discount?
Did you assume I was buy one, get one free?
That's actually
Okay.
a free game,
All
alright?
right, raise your hands if you know what the British national anthem is. Okay, who doesn't know? God Save the Queen. All right, we call it "My Country 'Tis of Thee." It is the most boring national anthem. Okay, leave it to the Great Britain. God save our noble Queen. God save our gracious Queen. God save. It just goes on like that until you get to the third verse. They never get to the third verse because they always fall asleep. The third verse of the British national anthem is the power of Great Britain. I'll speed it up a little bit. Oh Lord our God, arise, scatter her enemies and make them fall. Think about it. Queen Elizabeth has the Ark of the Covenant. She's opening it up and people are dying. That's so hot.
We have to now decide. Queen Elizabeth, Judge Judy, or what was her face?
Angela Merkel?
Yes, Angela Merkel.
That is my dream threesome right there.
Now it's not a threesome, you bang, marry, kill.
Sorry, by the way, I don't know that one. You'll have to teach me.
Okay. So from those three, from Queen Elizabeth, Angela Merkel, and Judge Judy, you have to bang one, marry another, and kill the third.
Oh, wow. Hey, wait a minute. Okay, somebody's put €5 down.
Now we're getting...
That's like $1,000 in this country.
That's like an endorsement from Angela Merkel herself.
That is. Okay, I would bang Judge Judy. I would, what's the other one? I would marry Queen Elizabeth, and I would attempt to kill Angela Merkel, but she would put me in a headlock and like throw me against a wall, and it would be so hot. Okay, Angela Merkel, she is a...
I can just imagine the last words coming out of your mouth as that happened.
Sorry,
My soul.
okay, we have not heard the national
I
anthem.
looked up to you for years.
Well, you look up to me now, I'm taller than you. You need to teach us the Mexican national anthem.
Actually, I have to sing a hat dance because this guy gave $50 to me.
Then do it, I'm going down here. Oh wait, you need a hat.
I got a hat.
Okay, go for it.
I only know the first phrase.
Okay, you want to put the hat down there so you don't break it? No, you
Here's
have
my
to.
heroes.
You have to do it. Go. Hang
That's
on.
all I know.
What?
That's all I know.
Oh, for God's sake, you gotta do it.
You gave $50 for nothing.
Oh shit. Okay, well, we'll make it up. They won't know the difference.
You can't make it Mexican. That's what I asked for $50.
Excuse me, I beg your pardon, sir. Are you by any chance of Mexican heritage? Are you familiar with the Mexican hat dance?
Do you feel bad for me?
Now, this is a very serious question. Okay, are you familiar with Mexican hat dance? Can you perform this?
No. Nobody
Could you fake it if you got enough money?
It's like fighting.
If we got enough money, we have enough people here who are almost Mexican. If you put money in there, we will almost do Mexican hat dance. It's easy.
Raise your hand if
You
you're
know what?
Spanish.
I think we got one.
Where?
Yes!
Two.
Dance for us!
Did your family ever teach you Mexican hat dance?
I'm behind you.
No, and no. None of us know the Mexican hat dance.
But hey, Jay has! Has! Hat dance!
White people know Mexican hat dance. That's the song.
No, we know the chicken dance!
No! That's not the same
Put
thing.
the hat on the chicken. The hat on the chicken would count, wouldn't it? That is true. Also known as Chick-fil-A.
Alright, what the Mexican hat dance does, are you ready?
No. Wow, that's better than I would have done.
I've never been so dance for my...
It was either that or some young scout there would have just scribbled in court.
I'm actually so impressed with the hat dance here.
It's the free trade agreement. Canadians go to Mexican hat.
Now to the top of the ring.
Well, here's the thing. It still exists between Canada and Mexico.
Oh no!
Did you just... Where?
Canadian national hotline? Oh, here we go. What a sweetie.
Never mind. It's okay.
Everything's going to be okay. I can't feel on my face, but everything's going to be okay. It's going to be, whatever that is. Let's see, that's the... Yeah. It's going to be unhealthy.
Hey guys! Are we half an hour over on this panel?
That's your chair.
Wait, what time is it,
You're the chairman
Marcel?
of ACC. You gotta understand it.
It's 8:30 right now. Well, who cares? We're going to make the charity cry anyway, so might as well continue. What? Wait, what? carelessness or nothing happens. It's going to be cold the entire night. It was snowing earlier this morning, so, well, I wouldn't be bothered, but, well...
Silver screen, don't get sad. I'm never gonna dance again. Can't feel like I know it. Oh, it's easy to pretend.
Putting it back on me if this is turned into a BDSM panel.
Why not? I think that's a good time to do it, ladies and gentlemen. This has been on Comedy Gutter when I have with you.
You gotta get the hat first. There's some balls there.
1,100.
Nobody's carrying.
Hold on, what was that?
1,141 and 34 cents.
We got over a
Now, let me start with this. This is the first time we've been MCFC. This is the second highly drinking panel that we've had this. And we've raised about $1 million for the charity, so I know where the charity comes from.